is absolutely critical because English is not just a collection of words. It has a rhythm, a heartbeat. Let's try it together right now. I will say a sentence and you repeat after me. I want to speak English fluently. Now you repeat. I listen to English every day. Now you repeat. Shadowing helps me think and speak better. Now you repeat. That is shadowing. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You might feel like you are moving too fast. You may not catch every word, and that is perfectly fine. Shadowing is not about understanding every single thing. It is about training your brain and your mouth to work in perfect harmony. Think about music. When you first learn a song, you do not understand every word, but you listen, you repeat, and slowly you begin to sing it with confidence. Language works in exactly the same beautiful way. If you practice shadowing every single day, even for just 5 minutes, you will begin to notice something remarkable. Your speaking becomes sharper, your pronunciation becomes crisper, and your sentences begin to feel natural, almost effortless. This happens because your brain is absorbing the patterns of English. Now let us come back to the heart of today's topic: how to think in English. So many students share the same struggles with me. I want to grow, but I have no time. I feel terrified when I speak. I don't even know where to begin. And my answer is always the same. You do not need hours. You do not need flawless grammar. And you absolutely do not need to wait for the perfect conditions. You just need to begin right now, right here. Let's start with the first powerful way. Think in English one thought at a time. This is one of the most transformative shifts you can make as a language learner. So many people attempt to translate everything from their native language, and it turns speaking into an exhausting, slow process. So instead of translating full sentences, you begin with small, light thoughts. In the beginning, this will feel a little uncomfortable. Your brain will pull you back toward your native language. That is completely normal. But you do not need to fight it aggressively. You simply need to guide your thinking, gently, step by step. Start with short, clean sentences in your mind. When you wake up in the morning, think, "It's morning. I feel sleepy. I need a coffee." When you step outside, say in your mind, "The sky is blue. The air is cold. I see a dog." During your day, you can think, "I am working. I feel tired. I want to go home." These are beautifully simple thoughts, but they are profoundly important. They help your brain form a direct connection to English. You are not translating, you are thinking, and that is the ultimate goal. Later, you can take it a step further and say these sentences out loud. You do not need to shout them. A soft whisper is enough. It may feel strange at first, almost like talking to yourself. But this is genuinely one of the most powerful forms of practice that exists. Most teachers and language experts say the same thing: start small. A wonderful first step is to think in single words. Look around you right now. What do you see? Try to name everything in English: phone, table, chair, window, door. In the beginning, you may not know every word. That is perfectly okay. Skip it or look it up later. The most important thing is that you try. One teacher I deeply admire gives his students this exact exercise every morning. They wake up, look around, and name what they see. They do it again when they step outside. And after a period of time, something almost magical begins to happen. Words start arriving in their minds automatically, without any effort. You can turn this into a daily habit. When you are in your room, name 5 things. When you are in the kitchen, name 5 things. Before you close your eyes at night, think about what you used throughout the day. Phone, bag, keys, food. This builds your vocabulary in a way that feels natural, not forced. Once you feel comfortable with nouns, you add movement, verbs. I open the door, I drink water, I sit on the chair. Now your thinking becomes alive. Not just naming, but describing real actions. Now let us move to the next level. Thinking in conversation. This means you imagine yourself in dialogue with someone. You ask questions and you answer them yourself. This is extraordinarily powerful because it prepares you for real conversations in the real world. For example, imagine someone asks you, "What did you do yesterday?" Answer in your mind, "Yesterday I worked. Then I went home. I watched a video and went to sleep." Or imagine someone asks, "What do you enjoy on weekends?" You can answer, "I like to unwind. I watch films. Sometimes I go out with people I love." In the beginning, your answers will be simple, and that is perfectly fine. The purpose is not perfection. The purpose is to get comfortable using English inside your own mind without the interference of translation. You can practice this anywhere, while walking, while waiting, while sitting in silence. You do not need a partner. You create the entire conversation yourself. And here is something truly important. Sometimes your mind will go blank. You will not find a word. In that moment, do not retreat to your native language. Try to describe the idea using different words. For example, if you cannot remember the word "calier," say, "the thing I use to count numbers." This is exactly what happens in authentic conversations. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Over time, your brain will stop translating entirely. The second powerful way, use English in your daily life. If you genuinely want to speak English with ease, do not simply study English. Live with it. This idea sounds straightforward, but most people never truly do it. They study for 30 minutes and then they stop. For the rest of the day, they drift back entirely into their native language. So their brain never truly gets comfortable with English. But the moment you begin weaving English into the small, ordinary moments of your day, everything begins to shift. English stops feeling like a subject. It begins feeling like a part of you. Think about your normal day. When you wake up, when you eat, when you walk, when you reach for your phone, every single one of these moments is an opportunity. In the morning, as you get dressed, say in your mind, "I put on my shirt, I wear my shoes, I take my bag." When you step outside, "I walk to work, I wait for the bus, I see many people." These are simple sentences, but they keep your mind anchored in English. You can do the very same thing during everyday tasks. While cooking, I cut the vegetables. I cook the rice. The food smells wonderful. While using your phone, I check my messages. I watch a video. I reply to my friend. These small actions happen every single day. You already have these moments. You are simply not using them. Another beautiful practice is to describe your day using simple sentences. Begin with the present tense. It is the most accessible. I work in an office. I answer emails. I speak with mixed colleagues. Keep it simple and honest. Then move forward in time. In the morning, say, "Today I will go to work. I will meet my friend. I will study English tonight." Or create a small plan in your mind. After work, I am going to buy coffee. Then I will go home. I will watch a video and rest. And at the end of the day, reflect on what passed. Today I worked hard. I spoke with a friend. I discovered some new words. In this way, you are naturally using 3 time forms: present, future, and past. This is how real language lives and breathes in daily life. And here is what makes this method so powerful. You are not memorizing anything. You are using English again and again in real lived moments.